10 10 10 10 10 10 10 TN.
Hello. Let me join their game room.
Up on my fancy 4-monitor setup, I'm down on her slightly less fancy 2-monitor setup. So it's all on one machine, but I don't have all of the retail space of the monitors that I enjoy to have Discord over here and my stream over there and the Twitch stream over here and all the other stuff that goes on.
Oh, geez. All right, So I'm hoping the Video Ninja doesn't interact at all with the mod. I don't imagine it would.
Zeno is now in the room. He hasn't unmuted himself yet, but he's here, so you might be able to put any questions to him. He'll know better than I will.
Back out of the old game.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I was not aware of any of the overlay stuff. I apologize, but I'm working on it.
Oh, no worries. My bad, Justin. I thought we had already done a game with you doing it.
I think I just missed it completely. Let's see.
To be fair, I had to go and download it today because my last cast match was on the old heads-up display with Nito, so that's why I had to go double-check after Ruffle had issues in one of his games. I was like, I better double-check.
All right, I've got the mod now. Let's see. For video, do you want just my camera or like the whole stream?
So you can share. I mean, it's meant to show the game. So if you want to do your whole stream, that works. If you want to just do the scene that's just Balatro, that works. We've had some people,
Cool.
if your computer's like not, beef on the beefier side, just even go with the share screen method over the virtual camera. It's whatever way to get the Balatro on the screen.
Okay, cool.
I also forgot to sign into the extra link for the display.
Do you need the microphone on video as well? Okay, cool. Cool. All right, I should be in the video. Everything should be shared.
I'm looking at share your camera or share your screen. Is it just share my screen because I'm not sharing a webcam specifically? Or share camera and do it that way?
All right, cool. That should be good.
Yeah, yours looks good, Justin.
Excellent.
Mine is waiting for camera to load. Problem with camera.
Is that
because I'm not using the OBS virtual camera?
Yeah, you have to start it on
yeah.
OBS.
Start virtual camera. Okay, interesting. Let me get out of this website and re-click the full link.
I'm not super quiet. I just wasn't talking to you. Hello, chat.
Problem with camera, but I am sharing virtual camera, so I don't know what's going on with that.
I think video can just be fickle with it. It might just need like a refresh now that it is shared.
Let me close out Video Ninja and MLB Player and start from scratch on the link.
Thank you, Gothic. If that doesn't work, we could do just sharing the screen instead. Or, worst case, I can pull from your stream. That also, you know, it's always an option.
It would probably help if I changed allow camera to use microphone, allow to use camera, microphone, OBS virtual camera, wouldn't it?
That's always a core one for our privacy, yeah. Or privacy, as you would say.
Okay, it's got a static image of me sat in the dark. I don't know what that's about.
If you click the settings on your virtual camera, the little wheel, it has, you can do output type, and it may be outputting a very specific source instead of the program, or you know, you can make it just a Balatro scene.
Yeah, if you set output type to just program default, it'll just send like your whole OBS over.
All right. It's still just a static image of me. Ah, got it.
It looks
I believe.
good. All right.
Chat,
Well,
thank you so much for keeping up with our tech settings. So I can leave that window alone now. Just
yeah, you're perfect.
Cool.
All ready to go.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. One thing is, if you want to click the little, not on the Video Ninja tab, but the other tab, if you click the little eyeball at the top to hide your preview, it'll take up less CPU usage.
Cool, cool.
Just to have less, you know, things going on in your web tabs. It helps a lot.
the eyeballs at number of outbound streams.
No, the on the MLB player tab.
I just have Video Ninja, or I have done this.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Once you hit
Preview.
you're good.
All right,
And-
I've got I. No, that's good. Yep. I was like,
Okay.
I with slash through it will be the non-working one, but then it just started playing myself to me, and that is not what I need in life.
All right. I think we're all good. So yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just going to bump Justin up to 200% volume because chat would like him louder.
No problem, no problem. I am a little like, I could feel that I'm talking
The
quietly.
Reddit
today.
thread, the Justin channel.
So a
thinks
gentle,
he's a
subdued
channel?
Justin.
Which Reddit
Yeah,
thread,
yeah.
Emil? We'll just, it's probably just, we copied a link wrong.
Zeno, can you still hear us? And if you can, would you like to do the coin flip as commissioner?
Never
Ooh.
thought about doing that. Sure. This seems like
Since
a
it was
lot of
my suggestion to let Zeno do it, I will let Justin make the call.
Sure, sure. I'll call heads.
Okay, I'm gonna get an actual coin.
Ah. Brick and mortar stuff out here.
Yeah, yeah. An analog coin.
It's better than those digital coins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those cryptocurrencies. Just so you know, Justin, I've won 3 coin tosses in a row.
Oh wow. I think I may have won 1 coin toss.
I found the coin.
It's a 1973 silver $half from New Mexico.
It is
I don't know.
Tails, and it actually is a 1999 I don't know who this person is. Voto Palmier. Yeah, I don't know what state that is.
So I'm 4 for 4 on coin tosses.
4 for 4.
Excellent. Justin, would you like to host or would you like me to host?
If you could host. Because I haven't hosted one yet. So. Just to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right, let me give you the code. I'll put it in the room chat.
Okay, got it. Hit play, join lobby, and paste.
And then I'm just going to double check my mute unmute button is working. It is.
Wonderful.
All right. In that case, I get to pick first. I am going to pick Plasma Deck.
Plasma Deck. Now, which is the Plasma Deck again? Is that the...
That is the balancing of chips and malt when scoring.
Ooh. I haven't done that one yet.
I might have done some homework to deduce that you hadn't done that one yet.
And maybe we can just rock that default stake.
Yeah, the white stake it is.
Yeah.
Gothic.
All right, I'm
Okay.
good to go when you are.
I believe I am good to go as well. So, you need to ready up.
Oh, that's all right.
And then I will see you in the round 6 PvP round. The
See you there.
anti-6.
See you there.
All right. Good luck, good luck.
Yeah, it's not ENT6. It's round 6, but no.
I got an oops, the game crashed.
I also got an oops, the game crashed.
Well, that's a new one.
I've never seen this before.
What
It
mod
scared
broke?
me just because I was like, I've never seen a blue screen like this before, and then I realized it wasn't the computer.
I've seen these crashes before. If you tap R on your keyboard, it will restart the game, but that won't help us in necessarily getting to where we want to be for starting a new round. The only thing I've done differently since I last played PvP was download the casting mod and add that. So everything else is exactly the same.
Let me, if you can click mods, Justin, those all look good. 2.13c, 1.842, 1.4, 2.13. That's really weird. I don't see anything that would be leading to that. The crash was in the
just give it a second shot. See if maybe it just won't happen again.
I mean, we can certainly try.
But if it does, you can just remove the overlay mod and I'll just go old school. That's
okay.
That's the first time that's happened.
I wonder if it was me pressing go that did it, and then it happened on both sides, or something else. Uncertain. Because I would expect mine to crash, and I'd expect you to just be booted out, rather than both of us seeing the same crash screen.
Yeah.
Alright, you got a fresh room code.
Thank you. Somewhere in my chat says, that's a draw. You're 0-9-1 now. Okay.
All right, plasma deck, white stake, and we'll just all stay on the call for this bit this time and see what happens.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, click the button. Crash.
Damn it.
All right, well, I guess we'll remove the overlay.
Just do that in the files or just turn it off in the mods menu?
I would just remove it from the files. I'm not going to share your guys' screens, so you could do what you need to.
Turn off the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to just chatting as we do more tech support.
All right, I've deleted the mod. Firing the game back up.
I'm going to spend 3 days finding the mod folder on my partner's machine.
Yeah, chat.
I keep a local hyperlink to it in my file trees on my machine.
I don't know what.
This is, find it on my partner's machine with her username and all that.
I assume something is just installed incorrectly.
If you're in Balatro and hit the list of activated mods button,
but I'm not going to make that figured out right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm there now. So I am deleting Major League Overlay. Yeah?
Yep. Yeah, I just sent mine right to the recycling bin. And then you got to restart Balatro.
Okay, yeah. What a jolly hoot we're having.
Sorry, it's all smooth sailing from here.
My chat is telling me that there is a game called Tech Support Error Unknown. Maybe that'll be the next season of Major League Balatro. Major League Competitive Tech Support. All right, Balatro is open again. My 2 mods now are good.
Cool.
Back to that screen. Play, create a lobby, Major League, create. Oh, I got a polychrome ace. You're so screwed. Where's Discord? Chat, I'm very sorry that the whole of Balatro disappears every time I click away to the other screen, but once we're set, it should be fine.
All right, I'm in there.
All right, Plasma White Steak. Zeno,
Excellent.
are we still good in the PvP display room? Is he gone?
Oh, I had you turn that all off. You can turn it all off because...
No, because we're not using it anymore, are we?
Yeah,
We can kill those tabs and stuff.
Yep.
Yep. Leave that. Close that. Save my CPU. Okay.
Excellent.
Is everybody ready?
I'm good to go.
I'm good to go as well. Promptly at 8:19 p.m. British Summer Time. Let's go.
Excellent. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yep. Good luck.
All right, chat. So, nothing really working here, but we still have a great Balatro game going. We got Plasma White Steak. Justin gonna pick up the Emperor from that first shop. We'll see what the other options would have been when Gothic gets to it. But Justin kind of breezing through this because, you know, it is Plasma deck. You don't need much. Luckily, I could if I wanted to. I can still kind of run some of the stuff for the overlay. No, we gotta watch Balatro now? Yeah, we do. See, Magician and Moon for... Did they see two different cards? Or is Justin after the PvP? Is that why? I actually kind of missed when Gothic opens. Anti-difference? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're in a different ante for Justin. So the Emperor, arguably better. I mean, I love a lucky card. I also love a Hangman. I would say, all things considered, it kind of turned out a little even for our players. You know what we can do, chat, is because we have this, we can show people in the YouTube comment section that, you know, they're always complaining to make their screens bigger and make me smaller. Well, watch this. Watch this, YouTube chat. I just want everyone to focus up right now watching this VOD. All right, I'm going to make Gothic bigger. Oh, no. What's that? It would cover Justin? That's how this works? What? No way. What? You can't make something with a 16:9 aspect ratio not fit on the screen? What? Oh, no way. Crazy. That's how geometry works. Okay, so now that we ran the example, I hope it to never get the freaking comment again. Maybe. Anyway, back to the game. We have a huge get for Gothic in Midas Mask. Midas Mask, especially on Plasma deck where it's so easy to beat the blinds, is going to be just a metric ton for Gothic and his switched up plate and discard going all British on us. I would say right now, simply due to the Midas Mask, this game is firmly on the side of Gothic. You know, the Cloud9 will provide some money. Glass Joker could be interesting, actually, for Justin long term. If we keep that for a while, we get lots of glass. We get some X-Molt. But it's just, there's so much rolling that's going to be done by Gothic due to the excess economy. If we find a golden ticket, some re-triggers, it can really skyrocket. Yes, no deviate. Both these players kind of skipping on the early chip jokers. Early chip jokers are often the way to win the early PvP. It's also a way to clear blinds easily to get more utility out of them. I'll never get proper alignment back after this. Well, it's fair, Doctor. It's fair. Also, welcome, Dr. Spectre, Turtle Bean, the two leaders in the Bloodstone division in chat. Let's make sure there's no fighting between the two. We also have the delayed gratification, which, while not a ton of points for Gothic, is something, an extra, or points, ton of money. It is $6 extra. Justin applying a little bit of pressure here. I like the timer play. I like to see the no holds bar. You know, if I'm going to get to the PvP that quickly, you know, you figure it out. We are on game 1. We have just started. It looks like Gothic has to play a pair of jacks. Arguably, you could discard here, because if you find 2 gold cards, it makes up for what you're missing from delayed gratification. But Gothic is going to opt to go with the pair of jacks in that play. We have a holographic credit card. So that plays interesting from Gothic. I don't hate grabbing credit card normally when it's $1 just in case. You know, you get a miracle shop of like 2 negative blueprint brainstorms and you can't afford both or something like that. But for $4, the 10 molt's not going to do much. I don't know how I feel about this play on Gothic's side of things. What I do know is that this flush is going to be enough to get out, and we're going to get another $12. Only 26 seconds on Gothic's side. We'll have to act quickly. It's going to glass a 10. It's going to pick up the planet card. Reminder, when the timer hits 0 for the first time in your game, you do not lose a life. And there we go. Gothic.
You really had me under that pressure.
Chad is already.
I was saying, I think timer pressure might be one of my only edges.
I've got no idea what I'm doing to even contemplate scoring points right now.
Well, we do have a Chad and a glass card if we're Gothic, so
I don't have a whole lot happening yet.
You could score quite a bit, you know, if we're able to get 4 of a kind 10s, maybe put it in a straight. We'll add a bit. It's not going to be much, but it could be something. You could also put it behind a lucky and put a lucky first for Chad, and maybe if you get the 20 molt hit. You can times that by 2. Could look pretty solid. But Gothic is going to go with that full house with the 10 in the front. It's going to lead to a pretty sizable score for someone claiming
certainly not going to beat that. That's okay. I get that sweet, delicious bonus money.
Enjoy your bonus money.
Thank you. I'll see you in a little bit.
I'll see you in a tiny while.
fresh Gothic stream, as it seems Gothic is just slightly behind. Don't know if that helped speed it up at all. It seems that, yeah, interesting play by their Gothic. So normally, I think you glass the face card, but maybe Gothic didn't want to glass the Queen because they have Midas Mask. However, that was the only card left that didn't have an enhancement out of the face card. So you very much could have glassed that Queen and then sold Midas Mask. Either way, Gothic comes out of this with a lot better economic position, a Chad up on Justin, and a life up. I mean, just generally speaking, this game seems rather close, but I will admit that Gothic is in a tremendous spot. So overlay borked. I'm not going to cast any stones, but I do believe that maybe it was installed by the last minute by our competitors and not installed correctly and was not working. So, kind of a scoring advantage against the blinds via Chad. Yeah, I mean, even the Chad just provides chips. It's extra 20 chips when you're playing your hand. If we get a bonus card, if you can get something, especially on Plasma, something like an Odd Todd or Scary Face, and by something I mean specifically those two cards, maybe bonus cards, like I mentioned, the Chad can just skyrocket. You never have to worry about the blinds until much later in the game, when you probably have the X Mult to handle the blinds anyway. But yeah, you'll see here how little Mult really matters, as we do have a scene double, we have the Club Joker, so we're getting solid Mult on Gothic's side, but it's still not really mattering because chips are the name of the game. Although we did get this plain 8 out here for Gothic, which is could be some economy on top of all the gold cards, of course. Justin did opt for the loyalty card, and I will admit I really like that play. I think loyalty card is underutilized, maybe a tad in multiplayer. That ×4 is a ×4. It's fantastic. Oof is what we are gonna say for Justin. Photo Chad is now set up on the Lord of the Gothics in the United Kingdom, and that is going to be way too many points to handle for Justin. Justin doesn't even reroll into the photo. That photo was not deep, but Justin opted not to reroll at all that ante, so only saw 2 shop windows, and that was going to be the difference. And now we also have a Scary Face for Gothic, which, you know, can just be some excess points. You can replace Gluttonous with that, and you can basically play a face card, high card, and get out of here, continue to rack up the gold cards. Again, Gothic in a very solid spot. Even though, it's funny, I do like Justin's setup. If he would have got the photo and maybe could have found Chad later, I think Justin would be in position to kind of compete in this game. But right now, that photo Chad is just, you know, it is what it is. You ask a Raffle viewer. You just got to look inside and see within yourself how powerful it is or something. I don't know. So, not much to commentate here. We got Gothic still, maybe to a fault, playing around the delayed gratification, if I were to be critical in any way. In that you can just get more gold cards out and equal delayed and get more utility out of the round, i.e. play your lucky card to get the plus 20 hits, stuff like that. Looks inside and finds no creativity. Damn, Lee. That really hit me. It do be like that. And Gothic is going to open the pack. I was also going to say a difference here could be that Polychrome Queen that Justin found, but Gothic opening the pack, finding the cards, and Yeah. I mean, again, not much to commentate here. Gothic clearly in the advantage from a points aspect, clearly in an advantage from a economic perspective. I mean, has rerolled several times here, opened up tons of packs, still up $10, already had the Chad difference. It is not looking good for HCJustin. I mean, if there's one thing Gothic probably really wants to work on here, it's deck manipulation to be able to play something like
Hello, the Flash. You got there so fast again.
Just going speedy style with it.
Yeah, things keep changing, and I have to figure out what I'm doing about the things that change.
It's like real life. Things do be changing.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to start here.
Interesting play by Gothic. You know, it's solid, but I don't really... I don't know. I think a multiple face card hand is going to do a lot more with the scary face, and then obviously you want better base molt for the photo. Looks like Justin's going to play actually a Royal Flush here. Again, it has some X-Molt, but it's just the X-Molt doesn't do enough early on in this game.
That'll probably be really good. We'll see.
Gothic can score about 5k per high card, let alone what Gothic could possibly do by playing more face cards.
All right, I'm technically 70 points ahead of you, so you have to go first.
All right, I've sent it. That's. Oh, you've got two hands left though.
I can consider it sent, can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's do this.
Gothic's looking for the purple seal. That's why he's playing.
I didn't
this
find
hand
the thing I
instead of
wanted to find,
discarding.
which is a damn shame. Let's do this, and then that.
Oof, close.
All right, I'll see you shortly.
See you soon.
Gothic maybe making it seem a little less powerful than he actually is, if that makes sense, by playing only those high cards. You would think you'd think the difference is actually relatively close, but that's just simply not the case. We know if Gothic can get like a 4 of a kind leveled up, that photo chat is going to lead to a mass amount of points. Then if we get a glass face card, exponential growth on that. I mean, exponential growth multiplied by exponential growth, right? Because you'll see exponential growth in the molt, which is exponentially growing because we're on plasma tech. So then we're balancing that exponential growth into another square. I don't know. If Doc's still here, there might be a math term for it, but logarithmic growth? Not technically yet. Something like that. He's not a math, I'll just be kind to him. I guess exponential multiplied by x, or exponential growth growing exponentially is just exponential, right? Quadratic. I mean, quadratic is a technically correct term. All right. We won't talk about math anymore. We got Chaos the Clown. I think would be a great pickup for Justin, just to be able to make up some of the reroll function, and we have Overstock, so those rerolls mean a lot. The words have lost on me. I'm exponentially confused. Great comments, chat. Also, love the Cardomancer play on Gothic's side. I really think at this point, it's all about the deck manipulation. You would love more economy. You always could want more economy because your opponent can run into a Blueprint, Brainstorm, and Idol, stuff like that. However, what I will say is, you know, more importantly, we want to reliably draw 4 of the same rank of a face card. I think that should be priority 1 based off of the scores we're seeing. Oof, Justin playing a discard there and then not drawing, or drawing the purple seal right after. Always hurts. It always hurts to see that. Meanwhile, we have another full hand of gold cards for Mr. Gothic. Moving up to $49 moving into the shop. And we have a Hermit. So here, I mean, I was just kind of talking about what the priority would be for Gothic here, economy or deck manipulation, or, you know, mix of both. I think a good example here is, do we take the Hermit or Emperor? And Gothic is going to lean Emperor, which means to me he is, you know, believing similarly that more importantly than anything, we want deck manipulation at this point. Money is coming second. Correct. Stone cards do not work with Blackboard, but wild cards do. We do have an Onyx Agate here, which I think would be solid for both players. I'm really shocked by that move for Gothic. He had the opportunity to grab the Moon and Onyx to turn his face cards to that suit and then have the good base mult for Photograph, but works out. We also have an Oops for Justin, which, you know, it could start helping the economic difference. We also have an Arrowhead. And the way it can sort that economic difference is business card, reserve parking, but specifically lucky cards with re-triggers. In the end, Justin's going to choose not to grab it, maybe to preserve glass cards, maybe feeling they don't have space up in the Joker slots. Let's see what Gothic does. Does Gothic... Actually, Gothic would not have seen the Oops for some reason. I think it was a tarot block or a Joker block on Justin's side. So that could have been a differentiation. Oh, there it is. It was just the next reroll. But Gothic choosing not to grab it.
I wish I could say things got much better.
Did they get a little better?
A touch. Maybe a touch better.
A touch better is sometimes all you need.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, the chips are probably going to equal... Well, I don't know. With Photo Chad, I can't imagine the chips even the mult. But they're going to get close with that Arrowhead and Scary Face. Justin here has the Blackboard and
deck hates me a little bit.
The loyalty card somewhat set up.
I'm sure it doesn't hate you. Hate is such a strong word.
It is. It is.
curious to see what Justin tries here. Yeah, that molt is just not that important.
That's a bigger score for sure.
Definitely got a little bigger.
They ended up actually already being pretty even, 300 to 300 there. I assume Gothic's going to play like a flush with spades. Yeah, especially with this polychrome at the front.
All right, I'm uncertain how this goes, but we'll find out.
This is so many points. No, I'm just curious, what gets higher, molt or the chips? It's chips. Chips still winning
quite
out.
Spicy.
That is quite spicy. I don't know if I'm... Well, yeah, I don't think I'll be catching up to that one.
No, Justin being behind the chat is pretty
small
major on both the X-molt side and the chip side of things with Arrowhead.
Nah, not quite. Not quite.
All right. Good luck in your last few shots.
See you soon. Thank you. Thank you.
Gothic saying last few shots. Was that shots fired by Gothic saying I'm going to take you out next round? Oh, just messing around. But yeah, Justin here is going to have to figure out some way to out reroll Gothic, which is very hard when half of Gothic's deck is gold cards and we have really no utility for Justin. It would have to be some, honestly, kind of lucky divergence, I believe, between the two. Gonna have to do some soul searching, am I right? We'll get a +2 for that one. Hello, Awoken Papa. One solution for Justin could be a full hand of glass cards. He sells the blackboard for the trio. I don't hate it, but I feel like I would actually sell the club joker for the trio and try and build my X-molt as high as possible. Again, chat, you've heard me say it, but on plasma deck you want one big hand versus several, medium-sized hands. And you ideally either want that chips or that molt to scale. It doesn't hurt to have them both scale, but ideally you choose one. I think Justin's at the point where we would choose the molt side. Another ×3 of that molt, and we would have got to 600 based off of where we were last time with loyalty card and blackboard. But we're really just replacing a ×3 or a multiplication of 3 by a multiplication of 3, which does nothing. Justin will get the loyalty card, but only on the first hand of this next round. Also, with the trio, as a blueprint pops up, with the trio, you can't play flushes. We're going to have to draw something like a 4 of a kind. Gothic will definitely see this blueprint as it is guaranteed in the next shop window. And found a Herman in that Arcana pack, so probably going to see it now. Oh, it could be a rare block if the trio is another trio. That would be, a small chance, but it's possible. I'm going to go with highly unlikely, but plausible. There is a 1 in, what is that, like 24 chance for Justin here that blueprint was actually a trio. And if that's true, I don't think it's enough, but it definitely will help. Nope. It was a blueprint. It was a real blueprint. I thought there's only 17 rare jokers, but apparently there's 20, right? Huh. Interesting. Gothic putting it on the spades is intriguing. I guess this way they don't need to play any face cards. Okay, but they're going to play the face card regardless. Chat, I do have to, it's just in my blood. I always have to do it to him. Copying photo is objectively the correct play here. No way did Gothic just get back-to-back $20 hits playing that lucky card, and that is why lucky cards are so important. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I never realized how handsome Gothic was. I can't say the same, Kota, because I've always seen it. Gothic could go for a play here of Campfire to try and just end this. I would 100% be willing to sell my, is that a Greedy Joker, Gluttonous Joker, what have you, the Spades plus Mult Joker. Not very important. Can you quickly explain why copying photo is better than copying chat? Copying photo would be 2 instances of times 8. Copying Chad is 1 instance of times 60 or times 32. 8 times 8 is 64, which is twice as good as times 32. That is ignoring chips, which you can't necessarily do on Plasma. But the molt we would reach would, I think, far surpass any benefit you'd be getting from Arrowhead. Brainstorm here is the play, and we also get rid of Arrowhead for Seltzer, and we call it GG. That is one of the most beautiful shops you can see in multiplayer. We got Retrigger, we got Brainstorm, and we got the GOAT trading card. The answer is you're always trying to balance the amount of retriggers and...
I knew I was not getting past that timer, so I embraced it.
That's fair, that's fair.
Oh, and the glass.
I'm going to hope that I could drag myself out of this one.
I think we double copy...
Well, that, like, the shop I was looking at...
I think you copied one of each.
I was...
a photo and Chad.
Debating whether I was going to race through it or not was a lot of decisions to make. That's a lot of points.
It did grow a bit on that one.
If we had Blackboard,
I can keep that energy up.
That would have grown
some points for sure.
Another like to 10 million, 12 million. It's not going to be enough, but it would have been really solid. You would definitely copy Chad over Seltzer if you're going to copy any. Chad gives you 2 retriggers of the first card played. This is not ranked multiplayer. This is vanilla Balatro. Oh, the polychrome glass. This is going to be a big number, chat. It's going to be in substantially large and in charge number. With this, I think is there a world you double copy Chad because it is 2 retriggers? It's definitely not Seltzer. I can tell you that. Nothing should be copied Seltzer. That one I know. So there's 1, 2, 3, and it triggers 1, 2.
All right, I guess I'm going to send this. I have no idea how this works out because
18.
I have no idea what's going on, basically. But
Yeah, I think this is.
it's either going to be humongous or not enough, and I don't know where in between that sandwich it is. But I think it's going to be humongous now that I look at it. Oh my!
Okay.
Yeah, Gothic, it is
Humongous.
Humongous.
I do believe. I don't think I'm going to be beating that with this.
I don't know why I had any doubt in myself, but
E14 is insane.
that is a few numbers, isn't it?
You had me beat by a little bit there.
Just a
wow.
smidge.
You had a brainstorm and a chat and a photograph. Jesus, I didn't see any of those.
So it was like the very, very, very. I think it was like the second shop. I bought Midas Mask, and then I very quickly made 11 of my 12 face cards into gold cards, and then I had the guy that gives +3 molt on spades, and so I was just eking out on high cards, getting all of the gold in the history of the universe, and then that gave me all the power to reroll.
Getting the money is nice. I did have to tank my economy when my lives got to 1. I think I tanked it a little bit when my lives got to 2.
I see you also had that polychrome Queen of Spades.
Yep.
That was clearly my glass polychrome Queen of Spades has since broken during that hand, but and you have the same purple seal 7 and the purple seal 3.
Yep.
Great minds.
I do love the seals, although they were not kind to me on this one. I just kept getting planet cards. Felt like
he did kept getting. It was a lot of high priestesses.
Like I went into a extra sized what's it called? Did we just get kicked out of the whole thing? No, we're still in the thing.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that would bounce you back too.
That's fine. I always worry that it's me crashing to the main menu because that's what happens when my system disconnects upstairs.
Gotcha.
I can't remember the point I was going to say, and it doesn't matter.
Right. It's all good.
Your choice for first pick, sir.
Voice is not synced. Can we fix that? No, because the overlay was not working for these two.
Right, let's look for a little ghost. So that is start with Hex. Spectral cards may appear in the shop.
Yep.
All right. I will take us to the mysterious realm of Orange Steak.
Only Gothic is from the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can have perishable jokers, but we won't see rental jokers.
Okay.
Such a weird decision.
Because nobody likes the rental MacGuffins.
I hate those rental. They're the worst. All right.
I believe I'm ready if you are.
I'm all good to go.
All right, we'll just pretend that Zeno's ready. I never know what that boy's doing. All right, off we go. Good luck, good luck.
All right. Take care. See you soon.
I should have hit him with something from the soundboard.
Go next.
Gothic's gonna be so confused. That was a soundboard, Gothic. I can see your confused face. That was my go next for things are good from broadcast. Oh, we're on Ghost Tech. And immediately, a polychrome photograph. That is beautiful. I was too busy pranking Gothic to notice the absolute chef's kiss of a start we have here. We assume Gothic's going to see the same exact thing, but you cannot ask for a better start, a better first Eternal Joker, in my opinion, than Photograph, especially on Vanilla, where the Chad is as powerful as it can be. Just a note, in ranked multiplayer, Chad has been kind of debuffed. But this is going to hopefully help carry our players through what is a little bit tougher, a little bit higher stakes with Orange Steak. Trading card every time. Now, that is a great point, Doc. I did not know that Justin had to choose, or Gothic, from that matter, when I was looking at Justin's screen, between the two. I think Eileen photo. Oh, I wasn't there, but I would take training. Doc is making the commentator spiral, thinking they missed stuff. Anyway, focusing on the hook. We're gonna hook some cards out of here. The hook truly might be one of the most devastating boss lines you can get in T1, just because it can really mess with you getting a utility. It can mess you lining up that big hand. In general is not an easy boss to deal with, but both of these two have dealt with it like pros. We are now opening up 2 Arcana packs. We can't double our money, and that's what we're going to exactly do on Justin's side of things. And then go digging again with the Jumbo Arcana pack. We have an Emperor, a Chariot, and we are going to go Emperor. And once again, Justin continues to get suit changers and High Priestesses. It seems the game has not changed at all for Justin in terms of the tarot luck. But what we can do with that moon card, chat, and what I would be doing is either saving it for PvP or utilizing it now to unlock Flush House. It is a very powerful hand that you can make with one simple tarot card. And the reason you may do it before PvP is then it unlocks it in the planet pool, and we could pull it from the High Priestess or Planet packs. But you know what? Justin says, I'd rather just have the money. Moves up to $15, which is an interest level, so is also going to get a bonus dollar of interest for doing so. Gothic, on the other side, did get the delayed gratification. It is perishable. It is also hard to work with only on Orange Stake, where the scoring requirement is going to be higher. We only have 2 discards, so the reward is also lower. In Gothic, already discarding, choosing not to get value out of delayed. The key here will be, do we have enough points to get out on Justin's side of things? Yeah, we probably will. 900 with that straight is a little scary. We could get some bad draws. We need a queen or a king on Justin's side, or I think we may lose a life. And instead, we drew the ace and the jack. That is just brutal. Gothic doing exactly as I recommended, making that flush house, scoring a ton of points. Gothic losing, or Justin losing a life, but is going to find himself with quite a bit of money to try and make up for that loss of life. Does find a hermit in a strength, so is going to continue to get money. Doesn't take Chaos the Clown for the free reroll. You know, I have to say, you know, easy to cast stones, but it really took me a while to get used to always buying Chaos, because it's always going to be economically beneficial to get those free rerolls. I do like the egg play, and Justin's gonna hit the timer. We got flushes being played on Gothic side, is going to need another one. We also have the bigger hand with the Troubadour, but we also have one less hand to play with the Troubadour. So we'll see if that ends up being worth it. I don't believe there's any way for Gothic to win this without having the discard. If they play this 2-pair, they will meet the same fate as Justin with a life loss. Justin do be sipping on some nice beverage. Gothic's really thinking this one out. and does decide to make, I think, the smart choice and not sacrifice a life for $4 of delayed gratification. Let's see if Gothic grabs Chaos, maybe causes a little bit of such. Hey, chat, do you see any dubs? Because I see dubs. Hello, dubs. Winner earlier this week. Sorry for the spoiler if you haven't watched the VOD yet. The craziest part was there wasn't even a Ouija used. The Gothic is going to take this clearance sale voucher. I really like the play. They have an okay amount of scoring. You could re-roll. Planet cards are very valuable when you have photograph as your main source of scoring, because you got to get that base mult up to make the photograph more worth it. I'm now going to be fighting with the frickin' leaf blower people that come here on Friday.
Hello. I have good news for you, which is that I lost a life by 24 chips.
Oh my goodness. That is
you hate
rough.
to see it. You hate to see it.
I do hate to see it. That is too close to like be fun.
Yeah.
I have to like entirely reframe what's going on right now because Plasma was so not that long ago.
Yeah, it feels like a completely different game now.
Not a bad hand by Justin. Was able to get the 4 of a kind. That is pretty nice. Also, out of all the incantations, I definitely still would not have taken it. A glass 8, a gold card, and a chariot 10. The fact that they're all high and close to face cards is fantastic. That's probably the best you can hope for. The apartment building hires gardeners. They don't even have a garden. That's the funniest part, is they have like 2 leaves that blow over into a fucking parking lot, excuse my language, and they come in and they leaf blow for 2 hours.
All right. I'll
GG's.
see you in the next one.
I'll see you then.
Gothic taking it. And it's really puts Justin in a high pressure situation here. Now that we're live reporting next to a military base is what I'm going to pretend. We're live on the field. We're in the middle of the battle in Balatro. Leaves blowing everywhere. Gothic not getting overstock could be a difference maker in this game, but what we're going to need from Justin's side of things to really make it a difference maker is that economic generation. We do have egg. Temperances can help in that way. We also use an incantation for that gold card. So there are some minor things here. Live from the tarmac. Justin, I mean, the fact that Gothic took the Eternal Smiley Face now actually could be a benefit for Justin if they decide not to. As we've seen in other games with competitors in the Onyx division named Rarin, Smiley Face Joker can be a little bit of a hindrance in the way that it's not going to be adding much if you're able to level up your hands, and it's taking up a Joker spot. So yeah, I like Justin passing up on that Smiley Face Joker. It may allow Gothic to win this upcoming PvP and put Justin on 1 life, but generally speaking, keeping that Joker spot open for something much better, such as a Chad, Seltzer, Dusk, Sock, X-Molt Jokers. You know, again, it could be the difference. But Granted, at the same time, we have a lot of Joker spot real estate because there has not been much here to really write home about. Gotta survive the blinds, gotta survive the leaf blowers. We're making another king here. We wish that king was enhanced, but I like the thought process from Justin, as we want to play 5 of a kind. That is what we're moving to, and we get a temperance. All right, things are looking solid for Justin all of a sudden. Much farther in the shop, more money, and less of the Joker real estate already decided. I would love an 8-ball play. I understand if we don't do it. Nobody in this league understands the true power of 8-ball. No, Justin does. Justin does. Huge plays from Justin here. That 8-ball could turn into so many things, including temperances, hermits, deaths. We even gold cards or chariots. That 8-ball can be huge. It is a difference maker for tarot generation. And again, that goes hand in hand with the fact that one of our best econ jokers right now for Justin is Egg when it comes to utility. And that 8-ball can help provide the temperances needed to make that egg go off. I think it's over. I think we survived the attack of the leaf blower chat. Claps in the chat. Thank you for everybody for staying with me through that tumultuous time. You know, me and the leaves, we will fight back. We'll come back stronger next week and take on the 80 trillion decibel leaf blowers. Leaf blow watch 2025. Unsure what Gothic's looking for at this point in time. What that was? Yeah, we went on a mini rant before you got here, Natrium, if that is how you pronounce your name. Gothic's still trying to get delayed gratification value. I was a little confused. And then I realized Gothic still has delayed gratification. And it's just so hard to make work. I was actually going to sell it here, which I don't hate. It was going to go perishable anyway. Actually, you know what? I'd probably keep delayed because I don't want to see it in the shop. As we score plenty of points here with the Wrathful Joker. Wrathful obviously working with Photograph. That Temperance, not nearly as beneficial for Gothic, especially with the coupon and now liquidation vouchers. And again, if this ends up being a temperance-rich seed, this could really benefit Justin with that 8-ball and the fact that Gothic's really going to get nothing out of temperances now with coupon and liquidation. Of course, everything else in the shop is going to be cheaper. There's huge benefits from getting them. But again, one downside is bad temperance value. Did I miss any per KOs? No, Atlas, you did not. We are going to use our free reroll here for Gothic Lord. And yeah, Gothic's not even going to see the 8-ball. I mean, again, the overstock diff is rather dramatic in this game.
Hello, your clock pressure really is something.
It's about the only thing I have.
You're doing it well. I'm here, I'm doing math, I'm debating myself, and then I'm like, oh, I got 24 seconds.
Especially with Wrathful and playing flushes. Just a note, that smiley face is really not doing much for Gothic.
I'm gonna go fishing.
I'm really not joking when I say it's one of Justin's biggest
sometimes fish
that we
is
see
what
a
the
lot of
doctor
good
ordered.
jokers, and Gothic just can't take him while Justin can, having the Joker spot allocation.
They're just not biting these fish. I wish
No.
they were.
Gotta try different bait.
Yeah.
He's gonna play the glass card. This is madman.
Something shiny, perhaps.
Justin is looking for a couple of
I think
other
even if I found the thing I'm looking
spades.
for, I don't know if it would do a lot for me.
Or is he looking for the straight flush? Well, found the straight flush.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to put that 10 in front. It does provide a lot of chips.
Hold out here with what I'm holding. Oh!
All right, we'll see.
I think Gothic
I get another 6
scored
off of this.
9,000 with theirs last time. So
All right.
All right. Good luck.
I'll see you in the next one. I'll try not to lose my final life to a blind.
Do your best, sir.
a lot of money for Justin to go alongside with that one life to try and make it out. We do get an extra king, or we can go with the purple seal. We have a red seal here. I don't think it's really in the cards with where we're at in this game. I think, Justin, you'd be very committed to playing face cards, and that 5 is just going to be too hard to get into a face card. Is Justin going to have to sell the egg here? And they are going to Judgment. They get Astronomer, which is another thing that can kind of provide econ. Justin, I think at this point is just looking for multiple face cards, but it's going to be rough going because then we don't have super high base mult. I think Justin may lose to the blinds here.
All right, I hate to say I'm definitely going to lose my last life. It's 100% going to happen.
Oh, no.
I never found any jokers worth anything, and I held on to my economy probably a little too long.
Yeah, I definitely warranted some rerolls with the amount of money that Justin had.
If this is a troll, it's the greatest troll of all time.
Unless I mathed wrong, which I didn't. I was off by 100. Off by 100. Yeah, I didn't have really any jokers worth a damn, it felt like, aside from that photograph that we both definitely started with.
Yeah, that was the very easy, simple play.
Yeah.
Obviously, Chaos has been just here for effectively economy. I did get both of the discount vouchers.
I did not get any vouchers, I don't think.
So I was on $1.
I died with so much money because I had a big egg.
Oh,
and
right.
I sold it. I got a tarot card for a free joker, and it was a freaking astronomer.
That's not what you need in that moment.
Did not help me get through that last one. And my 8-ball never hit once. But so it goes.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would think that 8-ball is really good, Commissioner.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's listening to us right now, but he loves it.
At least one person in chat got excited off of the 8-ball.
There is a contingent of 8-ball stands.
People love that 8-ball.
It's beautiful.
Right, let me just sip my beverage and take stock of things. So I don't know if you've seen the middle of our table with regards to points and stuff.
No, I haven't. I have not.
So there are either 2 or 3 other players sitting on 8 points. And if I can get the full 4, I join them in the middle bit of the table. So I do have to be extra ruthless in attempting to get this last point and take us back to Plasma.
That's fair. That's fair. Where are the results? The only scores I saw were week 1.
If you do mlbalatro.com, I think.
The website.
Yeah, so you can order it by the weeks, and there's the full, mlbalatro.com. You'll see the whole table there for both sides of the division, how many games played, how many games won, how many points scored.
I see.
So there's like a contingent in the middle there that are on 8 points. And having won 1, lost 2, I need to like really battle to get every point I can to hope that if it comes down to single points, I'll be there in contention of playoffs.
That little edge up.
Yeah. Otherwise, I pick something more interesting and rather than doing the same thing twice. But my hands are tied by the league composition at the moment.
So we're going with Plasma again, you said?
Yes, that's my choice. You get to pick stake again.
Cool. We'll hit white stake.
Yep.
Keep it nice and simple.
Nice and chill.
All right, we're going back to
All right. Good luck,
the balance deck.
Good
We're
luck.
going back to the basic white stake. And we'll see this time if Justin can get that X-Molt off the ground, or if either player really can get the X-Molt off the ground. But remember, it all started with economy for Gothic. And that Midas Mask. And I don't know if Justin saw the Midas Mask. I feel like Gothic may have re-rolled into it or opened up a Joker pack that Justin didn't. But that was the major difference in Game 1 when we played this exact deck and stake. Bruh, I missed who won. It was Gothic Lord. You can watch Nito and Halion on their POVs from Twitch, or yeah. Neither had uploaded their POV, so I can't upload it to the Major League Balatro. Justin did skip it. Thank you for letting me know. We got a smeared Joker here. Similar to a bad Shart. We're going to be smearing our flushes all over the place for Justin. This does also allow for easier times doing the flush house. So I really don't mind it. We also get here an Empress. This allows us to death a slightly better king. Oops, wrong streamer. So don't hate this play at all. Get a nice flush going again. We did get a death into a Fool for Mr. Gothic Lord. I don't know if we saw the same Death Fool. I might have missed that on Justin's side of things. Justin, don't give a heck about your red card. And I do like that we are, of course, on Plasma deck. The flushes, the chips are the end-all, be-all. Well, not flushes specifically. Justin's playing flushes, but the chips are what matters early, and then we're hoping for X-Molt later. That base plus Molt is just not going to cut it. It's probably never going to come into play, especially on the lower stake difficulties. Here, a Sun card is pretty fantastic. If Justin can find the Spade King as well, we basically can make all of our kings red cards, which with smeared means we can play a flush 5 very early on in the game, start leveling that up, and a flush 5 chips by itself almost can be basically enough, really, to get us by for quite a while. Opting to just play the flush here and opting to settle using that Sun on a Queen and a King, I don't hate that at all from Justin's perspective. And we have another Fool into another death for Gothic. These Arcana packs have been very beneficial for the Dark Lord of the United Kingdom. This is a tournament for Balatro, Oscar. It's actually a league that takes over 8 weeks with some of your favorite Balatro content creators, such as the two playing today, the beautiful HCJustin, GothicLordUK, Dr. Spectred, Raffle, C-Dubs11, aka Ouija Dubs, aka Pico's servant. A lot of great people in here. It would have been so funny if Justin just accidentally left the game. I've done that before. And that's why I just double hit escape. When I hit escape, I don't click the back button. Marty, to your point, skipping runner, I think I skip runner. I think I skipped the scaling chips on white stake specifically. I think If this is even just black stake, maybe I take it, as I worry about scoring. But yeah, Malfin C-dubs next week. If you check the schedule, it should let you know. Actually, C-dubs, aren't you playing Bean on Saturday this coming week? Gothic Lord, without the Smear Joker, is going to be the first one able to make the Flush 5. That's a little crazy, and that's what happens with all the extra death and fools. Exactly, Marty. You can pretty quickly move in the X-Molt on White Stake. And those chips are just not going to last as long because the X-Molt's going to come quicker because you have more econ sooner in White Stake. You know, there are seeds where the runner, even on White Stake, is going to be a huge difference maker and win a lot of PvPs for you, but...
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Have you got many jokers?
Absolutely not. I don't have a single joker that really does anything.
I'm right there with you.
Justin is going to have to play a Flush 5 to compete with
at least nothing of importance, really.
Really needs like a second.
No, it's very mundane right now.
Or a straight flush could be pretty powerful.
And the deck is not being my friend.
Curious to see what... Huh? Oh, we're looking for the
He's
Ace
also
or the
being
Nine.
quite rude to me, I feel like. Oh, I'm a fool.
You are no fool, sir.
No, it's just going to be a 4 of a kind for...
You're just sleepy.
Well, I see what Justin's saying here, but you don't have to turn that king into an ace. That arguably could have been the wrong play. So, I more of want to use that strength as a last resort.
That's a good hand.
That royal flush is going to get the job done.
You got me.
Oh. We'll see you soon. See you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Scores 2-0 Gothic Lord UK. Look at this graph, chat. Hit us with your SPV emotes. We are once again in for another plasma stake photograph off. I do believe long term I like the position that Gothic has put themselves in by having so many kings, and I really don't like the fact that Justin had to lose a king there, make it an ace to take that PvP. I also think Justin could have dug further and used it as a last resort. Has there been a photo every game? Well, technically videos are just like millions, right, of little photos. So, I mean, in a way, Rocky, there's photos every game and every stream. Justin taking Square Joker is something I feel like could be a little bit of a trap. I also think Abstract Joker is not going to make any kind of difference here. It's 15 chips. Yeah. I do like what Gothic has done once again for the third game in a row, gain Wrathful Joker, but allowing him to play photo at the end of the flush, so getting more benefit out of that X2 bolt. Yeah, and I just cannot see squaring up being the play here for Mr. Justin. While the chips are going to be nice, They're just not going to scale fast enough to compete with where we're going in this seed again. And where we're going is probably re-triggering X-Molt of Photograph, using glass cards. We already have a ton of deck manipulation because of Mr. Cardomancer. There's even some X-Molt with Baseball Card. I think that would be enough for me to get rid of Square and keep Abstract. That also works. And the reason I would do that is because now we actually get some X-Molt up top. That 15 from Abstract matters a little bit more. Yeah, a difference is Gothic is not going to have the extra hand size. Justin will, which is pretty beneficial. Well, Gothic could buy it in this cubby shop. Yeah, usually the overlay displays a lot of information, but we were having some technical issues for this specific one, Oscar. In future casts, you will see all the vouchers up here. You'll see how much the players have spent. You'll see their point totals. You'll see their previous high scores. Their lives will disappear with the hearts. There's a lot of cool features we have. Unfortunately, just not working at the moment. Too much load on my back end.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Some people have often accused me in the Major League Balatro community of having a fake English accent.
Oh yeah. That's messed up.
I don't know how they could possibly come to such a conclusion.
So out of left field.
Oof.
You know, Justin continued to build into this chip scaling. I do think, on one side, since this is newer for Justin, you got to give credit that they're picking up the understanding that chip scaling can matter a lot more on Plasma. And it takes a while to really master the level of like when X-Molt becomes the play. But I think we've already kind of reached it, especially with the baseball card.
Game really not being my friend right now.
No, it's very thin right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, this is unfortunate. All right, got me on that one.
All right. GG's.
Bad hand score
you
from
soon.
Justin.
See you then.
But we move on. We'll see what common Gothic gets here. And they actually get Ache from blocking Lusty Joker, which is hugely beneficial. Much better Joker, and something that can help expedite the economic difference between the two players. Also very nice to have, I feel like, Ache with something that generates Taros, like a Cardomancer, because you're more likely to see that temperance that benefits so heavily from said Ache. Justin, kind of continuing to scale the chips. Gonna continue to kind of groan at it. We just have a ×2 with Photograph. We have ×2.25 between the two things with Baseball Card. We have Chariots, and we're eventually looking for Glass. All of which will far outpace, even if we got Square up to something like 100. You know, we're talking about times, even with the one cherry on the board here, we're already at ×6-ish. So we only need 20 base molt to surpass what Square would be giving us at 100 chips. Nevertheless, we're out of that blind. I'm curious to see what Justin does in this shop. There's a lot of goodies here. We got 2 Arcanas, including a Mega and a Jumbo. He's going to open up the Mega first. We do get a Death and a Hung Man. We could thin out the deck here and continue to make more face cards. We'll see what Justin does. Continues to have that smeared, which means flush 5s and flush houses are much more possible. Although it does seem like Justin's maybe a little too focused on the straight flushes of it all. No, going to continue to build in the kings. I do really like that play by Justin. And opens this jumbo. Nothing too great. Could devil a card just to get some extra money. He's going to actually bonus cards up to get some chips out of them. I think an option there maybe was to take the money. I also think an option was to hold the Emperor, pop that Emperor in that Jumbo Arcana with so many bad tarots blocked, and we could have got a much better tarot out of our Emperor. I'm curious to see how Gothic... Oh, Gothic's already passed there. I was going to say, curious to see how Gothic handles it, but was a little too focused. Justin's still pulling a death out of that Emperor. I assume Gothic did as well. Gothic not really having the money probably to do everything they wanted in that shop like Justin did. We get a royal flush here. 17,000 points for Justin, and we move on. We do have a swashbuckler, which not going to be doing anything. Nothing to really commentate on here. I don't think... I mean, you could possibly take that gold seal, but you really would want a Chad to get anything out of it. Gothic looks like they feel decently confident in their score.
Oh,
this is all going to come down to what
shopping?
hands these two play.
Not wonderful. I didn't do a whole lot of it.
No.
I figure once I'm down to 2 lives is when I'll burn the economy down.
Yeah.
Once you're down to 2 lives, you're going to burn the economy down. Wish our government...
I love it when thinking people sound like Minecraft villagers.
Yep.
I
catch myself doing that way too often. The villager noise.
There's a guy I collaborate with kind of over at, there's a place called thinkygames.com. They do all kind of stuff in like puzzle games and strategy games and that kind of stuff. And he does like showcases for games and let's play stuff on his own channel. And he very much has like the strongest Minecraft villager thinking noise in like all of YouTube that I've heard. And it's just fantastic.
Oh, that rocks. I love that.
Justin going to make another king here, but wants to play the straight flush, I believe, at least in this moment. Let's see how many points this adds up to. A mistake there by Justin not utilizing that cherry on a card. That could have made a huge difference in our overall score. As it's not just 1.5 X mult, but we have to remember we also balance out
close and cozy
the mult after. So that would have been enough to surpass what Gothic.
You still got 2 hands left in there. I have faith you'll pull 5K.
I'm not. I assume Gothic probably would have won.
Well, this won't.
But
that was way closer than I thought it was going to be.
Incredibly close.
I was just like, maybe I'll get the 1 in 15 chance this one lucky card procs, and there I am with like 7,000 points.
God, I have so many lucky cards, and they really don't want to proc.
No, they do not. I don't think there's anything that matters in the remainder of how I play, so I will just play.
Fair assessment. When the difference is 1,300
Right, good luck to your economy.
Plasma.
Thank you, you too. See
See you soon.
But Justin reloaded with $18 and moves on to the next shop. Have another Emperor here, a Temperance, as it is going to be quite a bit more beneficial on the Gothic Lord UK side of things, who is now standing up and slowly moving away from the camera. I hope Gothic did not pee himself, as that it's not technically in the rules, but it's kind of an unwritten rule that if you pee yourself in Major League Balatro, you do lose the match. We could see a scary face play here from Justin. It would definitely be better than...
If that's what you want, Zano.
It would definitely be better than Square Joker. I did like Baseball Card for the times 2.25 molt, just because we already had Photograph and we're kind of getting that X molt rolling. But it looks like Justin is trying to maybe even go back to chips at this point. Why would you lose? That's dedication. Well, the thing is, this competition is about two things. It's about your Balatro knowledge, and it's about your willpower to hold it. So while it does show dedication, it also shows a weak bladder, and we're just not about that here. It's like the fifth swashbuckler has popped up, and it continues to still not be a good play for Gothic, despite having the 8-ball, just due to the type of deck we were playing, which is that plasma deck. Rolled low on Constitution. Oh, Polychrome on the photograph is beautiful to see for Justin. You know, gain the 1 in... What is that, like 70 polychrome or 1 in 60 polychrome, and then also gain the 1 in 5 multiplied by that on your best Joker. But we do know that, you know, never mind. I could get into politics now. Does Justin ride again? Do we fool for another wheel? I do like the play to not do that. Sometimes it's easy to get carried away when you get a good wheel hit to fool into another wheel, but choosing not to do so. And Gothic also gets it. Man, Justin just cannot shake Gothic off of the kind of divergent path on the seat. Voucher update. I do believe that we have the extra discard voucher on Justin's side and Gothic side. Other than that, I don't remember. Unfortunately, again, the overlay is not working. We do have hand size on both as well. They're both on 9 hand size. Justin going with the full chip build, and I just don't think it'll be enough, but we'll see. Extra consumable slot on Justin's side, true. Plexin. We do have the crystal ball for Mr. HC. I am not streaming after this. I need to go take a nap, and then my wife and I have quite a few things we're getting done tonight. Maybe I'll have time to stream a bit tomorrow. Ooh, our first Eris, I believe, for Mr. Gothic. It's a lot of King of Hearts and a Wild King. I feel like the Eris is worth it. Again, I'll say it for the 3rd time this stream and probably the 1000th time Major League Balatro. Plasma is about one big hand, not several medium-sized hands, even early on, due to the fact that you are plussing your chips and dividing by 2 and exponting that number. Getting higher with one big hand is going to reward you many more points than several medium-sized hands. So, with that said, I'd much rather have the Eris level over the 4 of a kind level. All games kind of become that.
Hello.
But especially early on in Plasma
my economy
versus
is solidly in shambles.
I've just said goodbye to an egg.
Sweet, sweet egg.
He's a good egg.
I'm kind of allergic to eggs. They give me tummy aches. Anyway. Gothic here will definitely probably be looking for the flush 5. I lied to all of you. He is playing a flush. I mean, that too, Dr. Spectre. That too. For those who are watching the VOD, Doc said, you take Eris because 5-card hands have extra glass slot.
Nice.
Versus
Good work.
4 of a kind, which is so true.
I did the math to make that happen. It was very intentional, of course.
You just made the clip reel for the week.
We have a 6969 score.
Oh, that's funny.
Clip it and ship it. Huge plays by Justin. Honestly, I mean, basically won the week just off of that. Wait, sex number Pog. What?
I'm in
Atlas?
a dicky situation.
Had things work out a bit for me.
Yeah, it looks pretty good over there.
So the 6-9 score put Gothic in a sticky situation.
Oh, I got a smidge lucky in something that I was aspiring to, so that's nice.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up. Anytime
honestly,
I've been like, all right, it went well, I always get blown out of the water.
I'm so out of practice on a lot of these things that, like, I have no idea if my score is going to be like 300k or 30k, and that's where my, like, anxiety settles in.
Funny enough, I don't like either of these plays by Gothic. Again, I just go for the flush 5, but you know, we do have some chariots there. This is definitely not bad.
All right, we'll see how this goes.
I think it's gonna
He's
go
having
pretty
thoughts.
well.
He's having thoughts. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna see how this goes.
I'm gonna deafen really quick because they are ahead on the Discord, and I don't want to know if this hand won. It did.
All right, see you soon.
See you then. Good luck. Good luck.
8 balls back, baby. We have another chance. We have another chance to see some sick 8-ball plays. It's actually a blue joker that was blocked in the 8-ball for Justin, so Justin also has the advantage of being the only person to see Mr. 8-ball. Should make an 8-ball command that hits every time. No! And Justin passes on the 8-ball. Brings tears to my eyes, and sad, sad times to my brains. I do think Justin is playing into chips a little too much in this game. We continue to scale that square joker. Hopefully the fire department's going to go arrest the leaf blower people. Not that that sentence made any sense. Just trying to tie in all the distractions we've had this stream into one. Ooh, our first glass card of the game. I just realized we've seen so many Taros. I mean, Cartomancer the whole game for both these players. And yet, that is our first Justice. You know, whoever can find retriggering at this point, and it does look like Justin's economy is in a pretty solid spot. It's going to be extraordinarily beneficial. Also, Justin's going to be able to use this blueprint a little bit more. I was just going to say that Justin can really utilize this blueprint because he can use it on Cartomancer with Crystal Ball to utilize all the tarot generation. But I think they're a little underestimating how important the tarot generation is. I think I think Justin is, you know, the diagram of like understanding something. I think Justin really started to understand that chips mattered, but built too much into that. And then I think Justin's also failing to realize that ×3 is actually less than the ×2 mult of the photograph and the 1.5 from the polychrome. Meanwhile, Gothic was able to actually find the Fool with the Justice, so Gothic's going to be able to make several glass cards here in relatively quick succession. And I'm not talking about the show. The photograph came back. We have a second lease on life if we're Justin. We could get rid of that square joker right now. Get the photo back. Yeah, it doesn't have polychrome, but who cares? He's back. He's saying, look at this photo, please. Please, Mr. Justin. You have so much X-Mult with the driver's license. Also, get rid of blue. No. And then Raren just coming by to say hello to the situation. We do get a death with the Justice, which would be very exciting to utilize with that photograph. Oh, we also have an extra Joker slot for Gothic. It wasn't just on Justin's side of things. I do think we can completely go into X-Mult at this point. I see where Gothic's coming from with keeping Lusty, but I don't think it's actually needed. I think the X-Mult surpasses the extra base mult that you were getting playing your flushes with the Lusty in front of the photograph. Is my opinion on the matter. But nevertheless, we're in a pretty good situation for Gothic. The ×3 is always better here because we have no retriggering for the Queen. We're scoring 776,000 points. Also, hello, Raren. A holographic Raren as well. checking the standard packs, ideally looking for red seals at this point to utilize with that photograph, in my opinion, red seal face cards. But purple seals would also be welcome, gold seals for some money. And we get a death card, as they would say in the Dr. Spectred business. This means we're going to have 3 glass on this kind of final hand for Gothic.
Hello.
Hey there.
Interesting
How was
idea
your
to
shopping
keep
trip?
the to
Not
buy
terrible,
banner.
not
I feel like
terrible.
I'd just keep
I'd love to
Tournament in
hear
case
it.
we lose this round.
Nobody wants a
but
terrible
I guess
shopping
Gothic
trip.
very
Yeah,
confident.
you don't want one of those.
No, never.
I don't know if it was enough, though.
Yeah, I got some. I wish I had more discards or, something of that ilk.
Oof, I think it's as good as it gets from you. It's pretty good.
That could have been, again, like 11, 12 million if we would have kept the photo.
In that case, what am I going to do right now is a great question.
I think this hand... Now someone's drilling outside. Someone's drilling into the back end.
All right, I think this is me.
This is me. This is exactly where I want to be. So,
That's
I
as
don't
good
know.
as
It's a Hillary Duff song,
with
right?
8 cards left in my deck, there were 3 kings left in it, and I could not get them.
No,
It was very frustrating.
that's
Yeah,
rough.
66 million, and
Oh,
that's going to
good
be a
game,
3-0
though.
for
Good
Gothic
game,
Lord.
sir.
Good game
was,
to
that
both.
was the best
Gothic
I could
definitely
pull
making
off
it hard
there.
on Justin, taking the 2 plasma decks and an orange stake.
Yeah, it was tough. Kind of, I was like looking at Scary Face, and I'm like, do I commit to the chips? Do I commit to the malt?
We got a lot. I couldn't find. I wish I could have gotten more kings in my deck. I had a decent amount.
Up until the shop we just had, I had Cartomancer the whole time.
I had it for a long time.
Okay.
I had it until I think my last. I sold off most things. Just anything that had the word chips in it, I started buying.
Thank you, Yard.
Yeah, it's tricky because on Plasma, basically, like, chips keep you alive in the early game, but then you need to kind of scale that X-Malt number into one big number in the multiplier to make, basically, rather than having a big chips and a big malt, you want a really, really humongous malt to then square that number and just kind of ignore chips at some point.
Gotcha.
Like, I
Yeah,
just got rid of Cartomancer for Banner. And even then, that had like 1 discard remaining on it for 30 chips, which is like nothing compared to, you imagine, the 20 malt that I had that then 1.5x's, then polychromes, then 2x's, then 3x's, then 3x's again. Like, that one number is the real big focus of the arc you want to go on late game in Plasma.
Yeah. I say we both found the license in the blueprint. That just came in the last ante, right?
Yeah. And I was like, the blueprint, I got one shot earlier, I think, but I could be wrong. I don't know when I re-rolled stuff.
Oh, well, GG's.
GG's, thank you for the game.
My pleasure.
I
Good
hope you
luck
get
in
some
the rest.
Thank you so much. I hope you get some good sleep, and I hope your vaccination flu doesn't keep you too knocked down for too long.
Thank you. I'm hoping it is just today and tomorrow. At least if it's like the others. So.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. You too. Take care.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I do believe we're going to go ahead and raid. Let's raid Raffle on a Friday. Go enjoy the rest of your afternoon with the current 2nd place Onyx Division player, right behind yours truly. Thank you for hanging out on this featured Friday matchup, and we'll see you next week. Next time I see you, I'll have the recap video and the preview video on Sunday for this coming week 5. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.